The game is starting, so guys, we're going to jump straight into this. zanZan versus LETTU on Furious Heights. Great map to start off with. So LETTU going to find himself on the Mega side of the map with the LG. So just going to dive straight on those items, no trickery, no funny business just yet. But zanZan has other things in mind. He does call a pause. We can only speculate as to the reason for that pause. But so far, I mean, when I was saying, no funny business, now there is a pause. Of course, I have a chance to expand upon that. With the spawn that LETTU had, a lot of the players these days do like to kind of mix things up and kind of delay the Mega a little bit. If you, after you spawn, if you just wait a little bit, you can actually, hear what's going on the map. So you can hear where your opponent actually spawned or where he didn't spawn, and that's as important. But here we go. Actually, the game is getting underway once again. So I will just finish that thought perhaps later as we see how LETTU plays off the spawn here. The LG spawn is very strong. That's a really good advantage going to the fight. But zanZan does manage to pick up that LG. LETTU doesn't defend it, which is something you can do. And now LETTU's given up position on red armor. Got to say that LETTU, if he goes back and watches the demo here, he'll want to defend the LG and get better position on the red. Now it's going to be zanZan who's got an advantage on the Mega, does pick it up and hits a rail. Now LETTU is just firmly out of control. So definitely quite a few areas off the start there for LETTU has landed him in a very bad situation right now. He's forced to a defense, cannot do it, lost way too much in the way of items at the beginning of the game, and zanZan's going to be able to capitalize with the first frag as we hit the first minute mark. So zanZan going to be trying to chase up another frag, and LETTU didn't predict that zanZan would go for the drops, going to get taken out. So zanZan now just has to run the items, just cycle these and get the pattern going. And that's as simple as that. Let's see if zanZan's able to show some dominant control here. So a good gap between the red armor and the Mega currently, and a bit of lag there for zanZan. Hopefully that's not too off-putting, but you can see he's just standing still there trying not to fall off the ledge as he's warping around. Luckily for him, it didn't happen at a moment that could cost him control, so he's still fine, still got position. LETTU's going to try to just throw some shots in, but at the moment he's not really accomplishing very much. Mega's coming up. LETTU might be able to do some damage here, but really he should be thinking about trying to get himself onto some items of his own. And some good rocketing there, right there from below. LETTU, that's a nice attempt at the attack there. And actually he bought himself quite a bit of time. And this is kind of a nice play from LETTU, but that red was so far away when he started that little attack at the Mega that even though he delayed for so long and so much damage coming out from LETTU, he won't get the red, but still, the damage from LETTU is making up for everything. He might just be able to pull out the frag and switch the control around fairly soon, especially if zanZan's unable to get on this Mega. But that's a great little rail there. That should actually even things up now as both the major items go between both of the players. So there we can see LETTU kind of darting away there towards the yellow side. Does manage to get the grab, and zanZan has to be a bit cautious here. So definitely a very, very well played series of maneuvers from LETTU to bring himself back in the game. And I suppose this is probably the reason that zanZan hit up that pause earlier in the game. Obviously his internet's giving him a bit of grief currently. But there goes the red spawning. And perhaps in all of that kind of confusion with the lag and everything, zanZan lost track of the items. Definitely could have had position on the red, but zanZan's going to be able to or rather, LETTU's going to be able to get that now. And at the very least, zanZan does get the split, getting that Mega. So he's still in a decent position. It's the prerogative of LETTU to try to get the frag, to try to equalize the game and find the opportunities to do so. And right now, zanZan playing pretty defensively. It's going quite well for him. Got a nice position on the red. LETTU's going to go for the drop, pulls out the LG and the rockets. Can he do it? And a lot of lag there again for zanZan, but what a rail coming out. And that's going to secure the frag. The Mega's coming up very soon, and zanZan should be able to force himself on this. But currently, I think he's having a different battle. I think it's against the internet there. And very unfortunate. That's going to allow LETTU to actually steal away that Mega health. And zanZan is stuck in the mud, unable to move a single inch at the moment due to the fact that his internet is just really causing him a lot of trouble. But they're going to go back in the game, see how it goes. Even though LETTU did steal away that Mega Health, it's a pretty decent position for zanZan regardless, as he should be able to have position on this red armor. It's a good engagement. Can he just execute towards the end here? 13 health left. He needs to hit a great rail to do this. And again, so much pain for zanZan when it comes to the internet woes here. But let's see if he's able to do it. Here comes the attack from LETTU. zanZan's desperately trying to defend. Only 4 points of health remaining. And he's still alive somehow. And I have to say that this is going to be really hard for zanZan if things continue. I mean, look at this. LETTU doesn't feel good about this. zanZan doesn't feel good about this. It's a situation where everyone loses, but we can only hope that zanZan's issues resolve as quickly as possible so that he's able to still play from his 2-frag lead. Because despite losing the frag there, he still does have a 2-frag lead. So if he can play well defensively, it's especially at this level, there's definitely going to be a lot of opportunities for zanZan to take control back, as you wouldn't expect necessarily flawless control coming out from LETTU. So we'll see if how this progresses. And yeah, I don't know really how zanZan's internet is doing right now, but he's deciding to go back in the game. And let's see how this goes. LETTU, of course, not having any internet problems. He's going to be just trying to run those items, and he should be trying to charge down his opponent right now. zanZan is in a position where he's got no weapons, he's got no armor really. So it's a great moment for LETTU to get very aggressive because of how limited the options are for zanZan. So LETTU just trying to play it slow on the positions here. Not trying to kind of speed things up too much. But there he does spot zanZan. Can he corner him though and get the kill? Looks like he's going to be able to. The LG should be enough to get the frag. And does he go through the telly? He doesn't. He's going to fall back onto the red, which is a great move. He does have plenty of time. So it is totally okay for LETTU to do that. He doesn't have to worry. So long as he can keep his control going strong, it's fine to play the safe play there. But here he goes. He's going to try to push in. And somehow zanZan does manage to steal that Mega Health. And LETTU didn't give him too much damage for his troubles. So zanZan could make something of this. A lot of warping though. He's almost teleporting around corners, but he will go down regardless. And with both yellows up on the spot, it should be a relatively easy affair now for LETTU, as zanZan will be able to pick up at least one yellow, but that's all he's going to get in the near future. Unless LETTU makes a big error on this Mega, it is just the entire map almost shut out completely for zanZan. So 3.5 minutes left, and LETTU's about to take position on the red. And zanZan is going to abort the match. Unfortunately, he decided that the internet issues were too troubling, and I mean, I think everyone's been there. Everyone who's played online, maybe who isn't from Scandinavia, has experienced trouble with the internet and it being unreliable. That's just the way things go. But congratulations to LETTU, who moves on, to the next round. And that's, I guess, all I have to say about that match. It's pretty self-explanatory. And we'll hit up a quick break. We'll be back with more matches here on FACEIT TV for the Sunday Cup.